Good morning, students. Today, let me start with a new topic, what is called as dentition in mammals. It is one of the important topics in mammalia class. You know what is dentition is, or the teeth is. Dentition is nothing but the mode of arrangement of the different types of teeth in the buccal cavity of an animal. So, teeth. The hard and usually pointed structures that are connected to the jawbones in the buccal cavity of vertebrates are known as teeth. The structure, kind, number, and arrangement of teeth are collectively called as dentition. Although teeth are found among fishes, amphibians, and reptiles, and they are also known to have been present in ancestral birds, but they are mostly highly specialized in mammals. And one thing you should remember that in the modern birds, teeth are totally absent, and that is an adaptation to reduce their body weight. So teeth are, as a rule, present in the fetal as well as the adult conditions of the animals, or the mammals in particular. And in all such cases, they are never found on the palatal bones, but are present on the premaxillae, maxillae, and mandibles, and are, unlike those in most lower vertebrates, differentiated in form and function. So teeth are very important in case of mammals. And coming to the functions of teeth. Teeth play an important role in everyday life of an animal, and the functions of teeth are as follows. The primary function of teeth is to grasp and hold the prey or food in the mouth cavity or buccal cavity. Teeth are modified to serve as a grinding mill for chewing the food. And teeth may serve as weapons for offense and defense by working as tearing organs in some animals, especially in case of these carnivorous mammals. So that is what the functions of teeth, which you already must be knowing, but it's in just refreshing your memories. And coming to the significance of teeth. Teeth are so characteristic of mammals that their classification is based largely on the dentition. Thus, study of dentition is important for taxonomic work on mammals. And the number of teeth present gives an idea of the approximate age of the mammal. Probably in rural areas, you must have heard that the age of a bull or a bullock or a cow is going to be determined by counting the number of teeth that it has. And just by counting the number of teeth itself, they are going to tell the exact age of the such cattle animals. And study of dentition has helped in deciding the pedigree or ancestry of certain mammals too. So this is all about some importance of teeth. Now let's go through some mammals which are not having teeth. So they are called toothless mammals. So not all mammals possess teeth. In some monotremes, echidna, and in some American anteaters, however, they are entirely absent at any time, and in some spiny anteaters like tachyglasses, no teeth are found in any stage. A secondary toothless condition occurs in some mammals. In platypus, that is in Ornithorhynchus, embryonic teeth are replaced in the adult by horny epidermal plates, but no true teeth are present. So they are present only in the fetal or the embryonic condition, but in adults the teeth are replaced by horny dermal plates. And the true or great anteater, that is Myrmecophaga, also they have no teeth. And also the whalebone whale and many edentates lack teeth in the adult condition only. And in most of these mammals, teeth make their appearance temporarily in the fetus and are soon absorbed. That means they are disappeared in the adult condition. And in whalebone whales, fetal teeth are replaced before or soon after the birth by baleen plates for straining the planktonic food. You know, these whales are animals which feed on the planktons, that is phytoplanktons and zooplanktons. So they are filter feeders and they don't require this presence of teeth in them. So that is being replaced by these hard structures called bullion plates in such whalebone whales. And although other anteaters, armadillos, and certain other forms possess teeth, but they are imperfect structures differing from typical mammalian teeth. So, though this dentition plays a very important role in mammals, but on the same side, there are such mammals which do not have teeth. Coming to differentiation of teeth or the shape of the teeth. Morphologically, teeth can be distinguished into two types, such as homodont and heterodont. You must have heard about these two terminologies. Homodont dentition. In vertebrates other than mammals, all the teeth present are similar in shape and size, and they are said to be homodont or isodont. And among mammals, only certain cetaceans have homodont dentition, that is, the teeth which are similar in shape. Further, the number of teeth in these homodont mammals varies between 2 to 200, and in certain mammals such as toothed whales, dolphins, porpoises, and armadillos, teeth become secondarily uniform or homodont. So in general, homodont dentition is that type of dentition where the shape, size, and the number of all these particular teeth are said to be similar, hence called homodont dentition. Coming to second type, heterodont dentition. Mammalian teeth are characteristically heterodont. So except in some cetaceans and some other such mammals which have homodont dentition, but majority of the mammals are having heterodont dentition even in human individuals. So the characteristically heterodont dentition means dissimilar in shape, size, and functions. The heterodont dentition commonly includes four types of teeth such as incisors, canines, premolars, and molars. You must have heard about these terminologies too. And the differentiation depends upon the nature of the food eaten and the manner of procuring or securing it. So this is what about heterodont dentition. Now, classification of dentition based on the attachment of these teeth. The manner of attachment of teeth at their bases with the jawbones varies throughout the vertebrates. And there are the following three major types are seen. The first one being acrodont type. This condition occurs in most vertebrates in which teeth are attached on the crest of the jawbone or attached to the free surface or summit of the jawbone, as in shark or frog. And such teeth are apt to break off easily but are being replaced. So this is what acrodont dentition. Then coming to second type, pleurodont dentition. This condition occurs commonly in urodils and lizards, and teeth are attached to the shelf-like indentations on the inner margin of the jawbone by their bases as well as on one side. Acrodont and pleurodont teeth are rootless, so that nerves and blood vessels enter the pulp cavity along lateral side at the base of the tooth. So this is what the diagrammatic representation of these three different types of dentition of the tooth in animals or especially in vertebrate animals. So the first one being acrodont, the second one pleurodont, and the third one thecodont. So this is what the diagram, and as you see here, and as I already explained to you, in case of acrodont dentition there is no root for that, whereas in case of this pleurodont, a small root like projection is there but not deeply penetrated into the jawbone. Whereas in case of this thecodont dentition, as it is seen in most of these mammals, the root part is deeply innervated into the jawbone, and that root will have deep supply of blood vessels, a rich supply of blood vessels and nerves. So, in case of acrodont dentition, once it is lost due to mechanical injuries, they are going to be replaced. But in case of thecodont dentition, once that is going to be damaged or ruptured in adult condition or in permanent set, they are not going to be replaced. So this is what the type of dentition based on the mode of attachment of the teeth to the jaws. I hope you understood this. Next, third one, thecodont type. Thecodont type of teeth is found in some fishes, crocodilians, and mostly in mammals. And in this type, the teeth have roots, that is deeper one, as you have seen in the previous slide, that is one or more, and the roots are embedded in sockets called alveoli or theca of the jawbones. So, a crown projects above the socket. That is what you can make out in this previous slide that is here. So, a very well developed crown is emerging out of the jawbone, and whereas the root is found to be impregnated inside the rich rich amount of layer, what is known as theca. That is hence why it is called thecodont dentition. In mammals, the roots of the thecodont teeth are longer and they may be open or closed below. And in the open type, the pulp cavity has a wide opening or root canal. Such teeth continue to grow throughout the life by addition of dentition. Example, incisors of rodents, tusks of elephants, and most teeth are of the closed type in which the opening of the pulp cavity is very small and serves only for passage of blood vessels and nerves, and such teeth do not grow after reaching a definite size. So that is what the details of thecodont dentition. Then classification of dentition based on the succession of the teeth. And according to their permanence or replacement, that is succession, teeth are falling under three categories. The first one being polyphyodont, second one diphyodont, and third one monophyodont. First is polyphyodont. In most of the lower vertebrates, the teeth are being constantly replaced an indefinite number of times during the lifetime. That is, the successions are numerous and continuous throughout the life, and such a condition is known as polyphyodont, which is not found in mammals. So polyphyodont, as the name itself suggests, poly means many. So there will be the succession of teeth many number of times or more number of times, hence called polyphyodont. And as it is mentioned already here, it is not found in mammals. Then diphyodont dentition. In most mammals, there are only two successions, that is, teeth develop during life in two successive sets, and this condition is known as diphyodont. And the teeth of the first set are called deciduous teeth or lacteal teeth or milk teeth, and they usually erupt after birth, and they are replaced by permanent dentition. And in many mammals, such as guinea pigs, milk teeth is developed and are lost before birth, and milk dentition has no molars included, and later milk teeth are replaced in the adult by the permanent set which lost throughout the life. If lost, they are not replaced. And in Cape anteaters of aardvarks, milk teeth outnumber the permanent teeth. So this is what about diphyodont. I think you know that we also have this diphyodont dentition, wherein in our young childhood condition we all had milky teeth and that has been replaced by a permanent set, what is called as non-deciduous teeth also, because it is not going to fall off very easily. And once it is lost due to mechanical injuries, that is not going to be replaced. Now the last type is monophyodont. In some mammals such as platypus, marsupials, moles, sirenians, cetaceans, that is toothless whales, etc., only one set of teeth develops, which is known as monophyodont dentition. So I think now this concept is very clear to you, wherein monophyodont is a condition where the teeth appears only once in a lifetime, whereas in diphyodont there will be two sets of teeth in two successions, that is milky teeth and permanent teeth. And in case of polyphyodont, though it is not present in mammals, it is given over here because that is also a type of dentition based on succession, where multiple sets of teeth are going to be developed in successions. Now coming to the structure of a teeth. Though it is not very important from the point of view of your syllabus, but let me explain about this. Structure of teeth is similar in all the vertebrates, and a typical mammalian tooth is differentiated into three parts like crown, neck and root. And crown is the visible part of the tooth projecting out of the gum and out of the jawbone. Root is a basal part embedded in a socket or alveolus of the jawbone, and the junction of crown and root is called the neck. And a tooth is made largely of a hard dermal bony substance called the dentine or ivory, and the crown is externally covered by a thin, very hard and shining layer called enamel. Enamel is the hardest substance in the body of the vertebrates, and the root of the tooth is surrounded and flexed to the jawbone by a layer of cement and a vascular periodontal membrane. And it is made up of strong connective tissue fibers, which are also called Sharpes fibers, and running from cement to bone. And inside the tooth is narrow pulp cavity, and it contains connective tissue or pulp with blood vessels and nerves. The blood vessels and nerves enter the pulp cavity through its opening present at the apex of the root. Lining of the pulp cavity is a layer of bone cells called the odontoblasts, which send fine protoplasmic processes into canaliculi of the dentine. So these are some important features of the structure of teeth. And the main mass of the tooth is formed of a very hard substance called dentine, which encloses the pulp cavity, and the dentine is covered over by enamel in the crown region and by cement in the root region. Further, the attachment of the tooth on the jawbones is strengthened by the gum. And in the instances of logomorphs, rodents and elephants, the pulp cavity remains open basally so that these teeth continue to grow throughout the life and are termed open-rooted. And in majority of the mammals, including man, the basal aperture of the pulp cavity becomes closed at a certain age so that nourishment stops and further growth ceases or stops. And such teeth are termed as close-rooted. So this is what the diagram which explains you the structure of this teeth, which is already shown, explained already in the previous slide. As I mentioned, there are three major parts here called roots, and the middle neck region, and the top visible part what is called as crown. And as you know that this crown is covered out by a very hard substance called enamel, and below which there is a bone called dentary, and these are the gums which encloses that teeth. Hence the dentition is called thecodont. And these are the blood vessels and nerves that are innervating this particular individual teeth. And this thing also I have explained about the substance called cementing substance and the connective tissue outside this teeth. So this is what the VS, that is vertical section of a human molar tooth. So the same structure will be there for other types of teeth also. Now coming to dental formula, dental formula, it is very important in different mammals, and that forms a basis for the classification of mammals too. And it is one of the important characteristics of mammalian dentition is that the number of teeth in any particular species is so surprisingly constant that it is considered to be of great significance in classification. That means if you just get all the number of teeth or the type of teeth in the body of an animal after it is dead, or even if it is in live condition, we can exactly say whether the animal is the camel, or the animal is dog, or the animal is a lion or a human. Just by looking into the teeth or the dentition, we can say convincingly or exactly that this animal is a particular mammal only. So that is the importance of this dental formula. And the number of each type of teeth of a mammal or dentition is expressed by a formula called dental formula. So the dental formula is expressed as the number of different types of teeth in one half of the upper jaw and is written above a line, while the number of teeth of one half of the lower jaw is written by the line below the line. That is, dental formula is equal to the number of teeth in one half of the upper jaw divided by number of teeth in the same half on the lower jaw. And as you know that we have two sides, that is right side and the left side, then after mentioning about this number of teeth, it has to be multiplied by 2. And in a heterodont dentition like in humans, we have the different types of teeth like incisors, canines, premolars and molars. So this numerator, it refers to the number of teeth and the type of teeth present in each half of the upper jaw, whereas the denominator, it represents the same of the lower jaw. Or in other words, we can simplify this formula like I by I, C by C, PM by PM, M by M, that is equal to 2. That means I stands for incisors and C for canine, PM for premolar and M for molar. Since two halves of each jaw are identical, only the teeth of one side are recorded, and those of the upper jaw and lower jaws are separated by a horizontal line. The kinds of teeth are denoted by their initial letters, that is I, C, PM and M respectively. And the number of teeth shown in the formula is multiplied by 2, and that gives the total number of teeth of a species. And a typical mammalian dentition includes 44 permanent teeth, which are shown by the dental formula as follows, that is I 3 by 3, C 1 by 1, M 4 by 4 and M 3 by 3, which is multiplied by 2, that is equal to 44. And to simplify further, it is customary to omit the letters so that the same formula may be written like this: 3143 by 3143, that is equal to 44. That is, we can omit this first letter 2 also because that has to be simplified. And when a certain type of teeth is lacking, it is indicated by a 0. So this is what the definition for dental formula. Now let us go through some dental formula of some different mammals as it is shown here in the slide. Here the dental formula of different mammals are being shown, but as far as your syllabus is concerned, you will have to learn or concentrate only on the dental formula of dog and the dental formula of a cow or a sheep or a goat, which is same, and the dental formula of man. So this is for your reference. So you concentrate on the dental formula of dog, cow and man only, and you have to remember that, and that is very important from the point of view of your examination. So with this, I have completed one more topic, that is dentition in mammals. Thank you.